We were talking about how Tusk felt like it could be a good like save hero. You know, does a decent amount of damage. Like early on, tag team's always nice. There's a lot of slow here already for Neon Esports. So I'm kind of excited to see how Neon Esports approaches. Because if I really had to say, I think Neon Esports are probably in form right now, more so than Cignal. But again, we don't do Southeast Asia that much. I wouldn't know 100%.
Yeah, but if you guys in chat, you know, you're probably thinking, who the hell are these guys? So you probably know more than we do. So just help us along. If there's things you know that we don't, just let us know. It's all about chat interaction. As B
for us,
knows, I love chat interaction. This Tusk though is like, because the Veno can flex between 3, 2, and 5. If it ends up being 3 Veno, you can just put the Tusk 4, and it's a really strong lane together. Like even this Chen, which is supposed to be this massive, not lane dominator necessarily, but really strong laner. The Veno Tusk always still has kill potential, especially when they hit their level 2 with the Ice Shard block and the Gale. They could just put the Veno 5 still, and Tusk is still strong in its own right. You have the Snowball save for the Raw as well. And that's cool. Okay, so they're going to do Darkseer Tusk instead.
And Darkseer Tusk.
Another pretty strong lane, though.
Now you've got the Darkseer, you've got Faceless Void. Are we going to see another 1,000 movement speed position 1?
Oh, I hope so.
That was... What a time to be alive, you know?
I also like...
You deserve a Bloodseeker.
Yeah, that was the Svengari. The Sven Ford Focus.
Oh my god.
What was the other one? Mercedes Svens. That was.
That one was good. I really like that one. I think that was production. Who came up with that one?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So this Darkseid pick's pretty good because I think you need some kind of like Crimson builder up against the Chen Beastmaster as well. Because like they have a lot of attack speed at the moment on Cignal, but they don't have a huge amount of like raw right-click damage. So if you build Crimson, like the effective damage that comes through from the lineup is reduced massively. I don't know about this core Mirana as well. This should be interesting. I don't know how I feel about this.
5 seconds remaining.
Like this hero's not awful. Like it's okay, but I feel like every time I see core Mirana get played, it feels so lackluster. And heroes that can do more, you know.
Yeah, I kind of agree there. Unless they're gonna do something weird like mid Beastmaster, offlane Chen or something. Give us something crazy, you know? North American region. Carry Mirana.
So I played Carry Mirana in a pub the other day, and me and my random friend that we met in PyQ, I asked him if he wanted to make a team because we were raining so hard. And I think he muted me by the end of the game because of how annoying I was. It's very sad.
Radiant team picked.
Oh my god.
We actually... I need to... Hang on. I need to take a screenshot and send it to production.
To the... Mercedes Svens might be back. Oh, wow.
10 seconds remaining.
Jesus.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm excited. I'm excited again to potentially see the Mercedes Svens.
I mean, it's so good, though, because, again, it's the same thing about, like... They have this Darkseer to enable him with not just the Surge, but the Iron Shell as well. They have 2 melee cores. I assume it's going to be Void mid. I mean, they could put... Yeah, like, the Veno has to be the 5, surely. I've been seeing people play this on their streams recently. I think Fly was playing it last night on his streams, Veno 5. And that would make sense why we saw so much of it banned before in EU, because it has that flexibility. I don't know how good Veno... Sven is going to do against Rubik Beastmaster, though. I feel like Rubik Beastmaster should absolutely destroy that lane. They need damage on Cignal. They need some, like, scaling hero. If you're going to rely on this Mirana to just do all the damage for you, you're gonna be in trouble.
I'm just excited to see this Sven again. You got Faceless Void, Sven, Darkseer, Tusk, Veno. Who's your 5, Tusk?
No, I think the Veno has to be the 5, surely. And then the Tusk 4, Darkseer, because you want the Darkseer to play with the Tusk in the lane. What? This is like so all in. for like early game tempo and push, and they don't really have any team fight either. So like they're playing into like chrono vacuum. Like I think the only way Cignal win this game is if they like come out of their lanes massively ahead and they like just death ball. This is, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Coming, game one coming into this, this like region, this is not what I expected, like at all. This Venge Cat like core, it's just, I feel like it got nerfed so much with like the Helm of Dom changes. Like Wraithband's got nerfed a little bit as well for the stats that they give. Like you'll probably see Jamesy go for this drums on Venge, which is what a lot of the cores have been doing at the moment. Probably the same for the Mirana as well. But yeah, like if this Darkster ever gets a Crimson Guard, I don't know where their damage is coming from.
Yeah, this is odd draft. I think from both sides, really.
I'm willing to be proven wrong, though. Like, I want to believe in things that I don't understand. Because then if they win, I learn why they're good. I just look at this on paper and I'm like, they could just absolutely steamroll this game in like 15, 20 minutes, right? Like, they have the potential to. But, yeah. Unsure.
We'll have to see how this goes, because this is definitely going to be very, very odd, I'd say. Or different, not odd. I would say different's probably the proper way to go about this, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's definitely not bad. Like, we've seen all these heroes work before. Like, but Deathball seems to have disappeared from the games that we've been watching so far this patch.
Except from OG. I feel like OG was the one who played. They were the ones who played like that high tempo early game lineups.
I wouldn't call that Deathball though. Like,
yeah,
I think they're just pushing like their small advantage. Like they'll play tempo every single game, but like their lineup doesn't dictate that. Like they'll play Deathball with a Spectre, for example, right? Or like the same as their Enigma did as well, because they just like outperform you early on with the rotations and playing the map.
I gotta get used to working the camera again.
Oh no, here we go.
I feel like people don't realize how much how hard the camera work is. Like observers in production, those guys who do it, hats off. Because it is, you gotta really bear down, like figure out what's going on.
That's pretty nutty, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're listening to what the casters are saying. Kind of rolling with that.
It's fine, dude, because I'm going to help you catch every single one of these kills today. Okay? We're going to do it between us. We're going to find the first 10 kills between us. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so...
Chat interaction. Over, under, how many kills do we miss? The line is 5.5 kills we miss. Game 1.
Yeah, you're
1 for over, 2 for under.
That's very generous on you.
For my first game back on camera in like a month.
I thought you were going to be like 9.5.
Nah, I'm getting cocky. I'm getting cocky here. But everybody reconnecting again. I feel like I'm back to the, Chinese region.
Oh, definitely feels like the old JDL days as well.
DC is right in the beginning?
All the time.
Oh, yeah.
NA, SEA. They were both very well known for it in those early days.
What season of JDL did you do?
Oh,
how long ago was
ages
it?
and ages ago.
Yeah, because I have some old postcards that I wrote down like information on, and I like re-looked at them, and I've got like games with like Ramses on Scary Faces playing and all that.
Oh my god. Yeah, definitely not that long ago. You're more of an OG than me, though.
I guess. I don't know. I swear, like, you might have done, like, earlier JDL games than me. It was short-lived. I only did, like, a season or 2.
So, Cignal are going to be putting the Venge mid and putting the Mirana safe lane. Which is okay, I think. I mean, it doesn't really... I guess the Venge clicks a little bit harder in the laning stage. But not by a huge amount. Because you're going to get that, like, aura at level 1, I would assume. Could go for Wave of Terror, actually, to secure the range creep. That's probably a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they find the D ward top.
You think he even goes for the magic missile?
I very much doubt level 1. Not against the Void as well. Because the magic missile stun duration is only 1.4, and the backtrack duration is like 2 seconds on the Void. So you just take off all the magic missile damage with Time Walk.
Yeah. So you're probably focusing on just the passive and your Wave of Terror. Make sure you can secure last hits.
Yeah, because it's all about the... Oh, hang on, top lane.
Top, Stormhammer with the tag team. This is what we were talking about. And they've got the Venomous Gale to hit on a Grims. They'll grab the kill. Play Hard gets credit for that one. First blood for Neon Esports. We're 1 for 1 so far.
I wonder if they start as like a tri-lane properly up in this top side. Because, like, the Darkseid shouldn't need a huge amount of help up against this Chen Mirana at level 1. Like, it's obviously not amazing for SamH, but they're going to TP their Tusks down. Okay. I thought they might look to try and find, like, one more kill top with the Gale, and then the Tusk TPs down. I feel like that'll probably be better. Oh, they're putting the Mirana against the Darkseid because you can arrow the creep.
That has
the one with the
Iron
Iron
Shell
Shell on it. Okay.
I still think the lane might be difficult, though, because if SamH has a decent time, and then you've got Play Hard coming through with, like, you know, tag team as well as shards, if they both have Ion Shell, especially level 2 Ion Shell on them, like, you're just going to be taking a lot of damage early on.
Dude, are you sure this isn't the last patch? I mean, Tusk just cutting the second wave behind the tower. We have a Zoom editor with, like, Chen Beastmaster.
Yeah. We're back, guys. This is actually... This is why I'm excited to see this region. They're very stuck in the past right now, and it's working.
Hey, man. You can't start casting SEN and just start flaming it straight away, B-Cop. We haven't reached that level of...
I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I swear. I really swear. But, Venomancer up towards top, taking a bit of damage. Wanuel. Up here with Scam. I think this is also a lane that can play pretty aggressively if they catch, like, Van in a bit too far forward of a position. You throw a Venomous Gale out there with a Poison Sting, Stormhammer, like, you're asking for problems. Ooh, actually gets the stun onto both Van as well as the Boar. So securing the lockdown and a couple of right clicks.
I think if he has the mana for Gale there as well, they'd probably get the kill, but...
He has a Mango.
How's this middle lane going?
Eris, hit with the Venomous Gale. Fade Bolt still in trouble. TP out. Will escape.
Oh, he TP'd all the way back to base. Oh, he has no salve.
Has been killed.
What is happening?
I don't know.
What are these voice? Normally, we get like all the voice lines at like minute 0, and then everybody just stops spamming. But dude, I forgot how amazing SEA is for this. They're just like non-stop. This Venom gets the pull off top as well, so this is a lot of denied XP from the Beastmaster and the Rubik getting gotten rid of.
As long as he can deny it, it looks like Van's still going to secure it regardless.
Landing stage going pretty well there for Cignal, but nothing, no massive lead.
Fadebolt comes in on a Wanuel, but the right clicks, you can feel it, and he's actually gone Plague Ward, a 1-1-1 build for this Venomancer. I'm a little surprised. Stormhammer out at the Beastmaster. Plague Ward placed down. That's going to keep him from having Venomous Gale, but now gets the mana back. Tusk is here, and no Snowball to stop the TP, so the commitment's there, but I don't... I don't know where they thought they were going to stop the TP once the Stormhammer was thrown.
Yeah, I think you have to save the stun, especially because you know you have the shard block on the Gale as well. Like, he wants those spells to come in. It should be a free kill if you save the stun.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a little bit bonkers. Also, yeah, you're talking about this ward level at level 3. I don't really understand either, because the Venomous Gale's second point increases the damage massively. Like, the damage per tick goes up from 15 to 45, which is effectively a 200% increase, right? Or 300%, depending how you want to look at the numbers. But
yeah. I mean, that or even Poison Sting that ups the duration and ups the damage per tick by, you know, 100%. So now you've got a double damage as well as tag team. They'll get the easy kill on Ares, but the shards are perfect on a Van. So now one shot of the tag team hits. They've got the Venomous Gale to follow it up. And with a Plague Ward and the damage coming in, they'll get the kill on a Van. It'll be a double kill for Skem. They hold the last hits for the Sven. And a good job there for Neon Esports to grab both these kills. It works out a lot better this time on the gank.
Yeah, I thought this is what they would do earlier, though. Like, with the Tusk, right? Because I don't think he could do a huge amount of bot. I guess him cutting the waves and everything has helped the darts him massively. But, like, I guess he's realized that there's nothing he can really do down in bot lane anymore, so he just comes back top again. He doesn't have much mana on the Tusk at the moment still. I think this Rubik might be in trouble. Get that camera ready.
Oh, I'm on it. I haven't missed a kill yet. We're 3 for 3. Looking over at Ares. The chase is on. Wanuel will just chase down the Rubik.
We missed.
The miss is big because he might be able to deny himself. Oh! Gets the kill. It's close.
Oh, and he actually takes Plague Wards again at level 4. Okay.
So a bit of a different build. Maybe Wanuel is looking to... I wouldn't think that he's going to try to farm the jungle or anything, right? Because you're looking to stack and save that farm for your Sven, if anything.
Kind of, but like the Sven probably wants to play on this bottom side of the map anyway, near where the Ancients and things are, because there's a small stack already being made from Chrono mid.
We've got the Chrono over mid. They'll look for Jamesy, and with 3 heroes here, this will be another kill. 5 for 5, and 5 kills for Neon Esports. They're continuing to just have this one-sided game continue the way it started. And, you know, I will say at the same time, though, they've got 5 kills. Net worth hasn't broken 1,000 or anything. It's actually in the favor of Cignal. So they must be farming well, CSing all right, and things doing okay for them.
Have we caught all 5 kills so far? Is this a high level of obsing that we expected?
I am available for obsing for your events. 5 for 5. I got you guys. Ooh, good deny by Mirana on that siege group.
How's Mirana doing? Like, what's she building? And she's gone double Wraith Treads. Okay. If they don't build drums, right, on any heroes on Cignal, mid lane, B-Cop, I'm ready for you.
Ooh, they're going to go in with the shards. They've got the Venomous Gale. Eu-VODs is actually sitting low. He'll heal up a little bit and now look for the kill. Jamesy ends up dying to Wanuel. He'll run away, survive, just barely.
Yeah, he tried to be a little bit aggressive there on the bench, but it's the same thing. Like, you always have the Time Walk available, so it's so difficult to kill this Void. Yeah, I'm unsure how they expect the next 5 minutes to go on Cignal. I guess I'd like to see the Mirana link up with the Beastmaster relatively soon. But yeah, I was going to say, if they don't build drums on any of their heroes this patch, then this game, sorry, then they're definitely living in the last patch.
Sam H gets a little bit low. He's going
Oh,
boots.
this Mirana's... Jesus. Tanks, tower shots for fun.
Beastmaster's going Necro 3. Just saying.
Yeah, I think it's... I mean, it's fine on Beastmaster, though. Like, that I'm just too good with that hero in general. Well, I say too good. It's not too good, but, like, it's really strong. Are they making any more stacks for the Sven? Yeah, there's a 3 stack on the Ancients now. I like that. You know, how many times did we see this in EU that these guys were so, like, insistent on making sure their stacks went through, like, making sure they protected them well.
Yeah, and it's very much about defending your stacks as well. We've seen that happen a couple of times where teams didn't defend their stacks, and it's pretty important just to do so. You get a big chunk in farm. Wall was actually placed down bottom, but nothing for it.
Around a TP'd away. Okay. And they just gets recalled in again by the Chen. Yeah, and this is the move that I was looking for them to make. Let the Mirana link up with the Beastmaster and start trying to push some towers and put pressure on. These Venom wards are going down. They're level 3. They're going to poke and be really annoying.
Arrow misses from ABAT, or Abat. Primal Roar is used. Magic Missile to follow it up. They've got the Starstorm. They'll get the kill to Wanuel. Shards nowhere near anybody, but the God Strength is popped by Skem. They'll get the damage out onto Grims. They take a trade. Mirana's still under the tower.
Yeah, and like, she has no TP, right? Oh, they actually killed the Rubik mid. Was that Chrono? Yeah, it was.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Did we miss that one? Did you get it? Come on, B-Cop, own up.
That's one.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Observer
but like,
job's gone. Arrow misses.
so they get the Veno top, but it's the +5 Veno who's just trying to keep the tower alive, right? So
Yeah.
even though they get the tower, sorry, they haven't got the tower yet. They can still keep poking away. Yes, these Venom wards are annoying, but they don't stop them from poking with the Venge and the Beastmaster aura.
The thing about Eris mid too is just the fact that you're trying to get Rubik to level 6 as quickly as possible. There are a couple of things here that are decent to steal. So to
There's
have
a lot of
that
good
6 and to have that arcane supremacy and throw it back, things could get a little bit dangerous here for the side of Neon Esports. Ooh, Sam H getting low. He'll surge and run. Just
Like this game, especially on the Rubik, like there's no amazing steals apart from like Chrono, I guess. Because the Iron Shell's pretty good if you can get it. Sven stun's pretty good. Even like Warcry is really good because you get the 15 armor for your team. Like Snowball and Shards are nice. Plague Wards feel pretty good as well. But there's nothing insane. Void's going for this Axe first build, by the way, which we've seen a lot of.
Have we?
Oh, I mean, we haven't in games that we've casting, but in the Void games that have been played. I don't think we hardly saw any Void games, actually. Did we cast one? I think.
Yeah, I think we cast one. It was Nico Baby who played it.
Ah, that was it, yeah.
Grouping up over mid. I mean, they do have this early push timing, so they're going to try and go for it.
How about trying to keep the tower alive bot lane as well? Sorry, the catapult alive bot lane just to get the other tier 1.
Wall was used again. Also, God's Strength to take that ancient stack. Looking to surge and catch up to the Mirana, but the rest of Cignal starting to rotate over, and Darkseer doesn't want to pressure too far.
He needs to control these illusions better as well from the wall. I feel like that Mirana illusion is really important to keep. And they're doing, they are just going to Death Ball on Cignal. Like, this is what we're saying. They have to be coming out ahead, like, okay in the laning stage. I just worry for them that this Sven looks absolutely massive right now.
Oh, yeah, he's so farmed at the moment. Has Mask of Madness going into the Yasha. We'll see what his build is, especially in comparison to what we saw from mid 1.
Because, like, they're getting this bot tier 1, but they're losing their mid tier 1 in trade. Like, they're trading evenly, which is really good for Neon. Like, if they can keep trading towers against this lineup, they'll feel amazing. At what point do they feel like they want to fight into this death pool, though? Because they're going to keep going. Do you really want to let a tier 2 go for free?
Will Glyph. The thing is, God's Strength is not available for another 35 seconds, and you probably feel more comfortable using that in a fight. But Chronosphere comes out on 3 of these heroes. Great Chrono. Poison Over follows it up. The Primal Roar comes in from Van, but they've got the vacuum on 3 of these heroes, as well as the Storm Armor coming in from Scam. They get the kill onto Crims, as well as Jamesy. They look over to Bat, so he'll try to leap away. TP attempt. One shot from Yo-Pash, of course! He gets the bash. Wanuel dies off screen, and they got a 3-for-1 in favor of Neon Esports.
Yeah, that's a disaster.
That's without God Strength, too.
That's like a real disaster for Cignal, because these tempo lineups, like the Death Pool lineups, are so reliant on having... Like, every time you make a bad fight, like, you kick yourself in the teeth so much. Like, because it puts you so far behind. Like, normally this 2k advantage that Neon now have wouldn't be such a massive deal, but because they're on the clock, on the Cignal side, like, they've made their game so much more difficult now.
Magic Missile. Skim hit by the Centaur Conqueror's stun, but they've got the Storm Hammer. They'll turn this around onto Jamesy. You gotta remember that Jamesy was the mid. Telekinesis onto Yo-Pash. And, well, they pop the God Strength. Can they get anything for this on Neon? They look for Eris, but goes into the Stolen Snowball. Hits onto both Skim as well as Yo-Pash once again.
Nice.
Wave of Terror comes in, but there's the Snowball all the way to backline. Walrus Punch kills off Jamesy. Looks for another. Eris gone. Grimes is in the trees. They hit the arrow onto the Sven, but I don't know how much that's really going to work for them. Down goes the wall, but again, I just feel like these walls really haven't done much of anything.
Scam killed the melee Necro group with Ion Shell, and Sam H got down to like 50 HP because of it and almost died.
That would have been...
Oh, what a classic that would have been.
I would have loved that. That would have been hilarious. It's kind of Dota that I enjoy seeing at times. Is the, I didn't mean to kill you. Sorry. Skim, by the way, he's almost got the Sanjin. I think he actually has the Yasha part. Yeah, so he's got the Sanjin Yasha finished.
Yeah. I just love it because it's like accidental, maybe not so accidental grief, you know?
So it looks like he's going, into the...
Sven Bagini.
Mercedes Sven's. And there it is, Snowball with the Stormhammer. Walrus Punch gives him the Mike Tyson, who unretired, by the way. Exhibition fight coming up soon. Not that I should be advertising that, but there we go. Skim gets the kill on to the Beastmaster.
I don't know. I really struggle to see how they're going to come back into this game.
And they're only down 3k, but it just seems like so much more.
Okay, they're going for Roach. This is a good start. Like, but the problem is if Neon realise they have Chrono up still, right? And they've always got this Ags on the Void as well. Because as good as this Aegis would be up against the Chrono lineup, like obviously this Chrono you want to get the numbers advantage in the fight straight away. I will say that if Neon take like one bad fight, Cignal will just destroy their base in like 30 seconds. Yeah, like it'll go down so quickly.
I wonder if they're scared even to fight in a rush. Is Axe falling out yet? Should be, right? Yep, there it is. Snowball through on a Grimes. Time walk forward with the Walrus Punch. They'll get the kill there onto the Chen. Dominating for Yopaj. Looking really good. Stormhammer not going to get disjointed, so... Well, now Eris is in trouble. Telekinesis slams him down behind both the Tusk as well as the Sven.
What is that roar, though?
Late and after Rubik had died.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, I guess it stops them going for more, but I don't think they could have anyway. I cannot believe nobody on the Radiant team has a drums, and they're playing a Deathball lineup. It's like the best item we've seen this patch.
It's very odd. Oh, Venomous Scale and the Poison Nova that hits onto two of these heroes. They've used the Moonlight Shadow, so they will go invis, and the rest of Neon will back off. I'm surprised if the rest of the team's not staying. Wanuel, I mean, he hit two-man Venomous Gale, like that's pretty good, but nobody's there to follow it up.
I mean, the Sven TP top lane away before. There was a really well recognized by Cignal because the Sven disappeared that they could try and find something there. So unfortunately for them, they only get the Veno, but a kill's a kill. Like it's still something.
Yeah, at least right now a kill's a kill for sure.
Oh yeah, I genuinely cannot believe nobody has the drums. I find that insane.
So Sven continuing to just farm. He's going for the top tier 1. Next into the AC. Primal Roar is up in just a second. They're going to try and go for this tier 2 tower once again, but Chronosphere's up. Like, is this going to turn into a repeat scenario? They glyph once again and Void.
Oh my god, they're coming into the back lines as well.
Snowball comes through. He's looking for the proper opportunity to get a Chrono, but it's only onto the Beastmaster. I think that's okay. Hand of God, Telekinesis on a Skem. They've done a lot of damage on a Van, who throws the Primal Roar onto the face of Void, but the Stormhammer comes out as well as the God Strike from Skem. Skem moving forward, kills off the Beastmaster. They get the Cone of Van. They'll take away the Aegis. They've also killed Grims. 3 heroes gone on the side of Cignal, but it's going to be now 2 as the Aegis recovers the life of the Mirana, but it won't help him get away with his second life. So a bat does die, and it ends up being a 3-0.
What an absolute disaster again. Like, they hold this high ground and they have the ward down. You see up on the high ground, but it's like they're coming around from the back on Neon, and I don't think Cignal expected that at all. Like, for them to come from the other side. And like, yes, the Chen is there on the high ground ready to break the smoke, but the rest of his team was so close. Like, it's not like this Chen was just by himself. So this Void just comes in and sees everybody ready for the Chronosphere.
They go bottom. They're going to try and trade towers here. Or not trade, but like equal out the lane. We'll see what they accomplish. Not that I really think Cignal can kind of fight into this. They're down too much at the moment. They don't have Primal Roar. Like, an arrow hits, if it does, like, that's all well and great, but I don't think you're fighting into this with success.
Do you remember when I said in the draft about the Darkseer?
Yep.
Look what he's building next. And at that point, I literally have no idea what they do on Cignal. Because if they don't kill the Darkseer before he gets the Crimson off, I don't know how they're going to kill anybody. Because it's not just the Crimson, he has a mech as well. So the amount of sustain they have in the fight is going to be, like, insane.
And he's also going to swap out this Ironwood tree for a Dragon Scale, so that'll keep him alive. Make everybody else's life more difficult to try and kill him.
Oh yeah, even more armor. Good, good.
Heaven's Halberd next for the Faceless Void. And then for Skem, of course, he's got the AC, and now he's going into the Axe. So, the Mercedes Svens, the Sven Bergini, the Sven Ford Focus, whatever fits your style. The Svensson Martin.
Joe, something we didn't talk about with the Sven Axe, by the way, is when you cast it. You remember we talked about why we were unsure why someone was building. I think it was mid one. I completely forgot that when you cast Stormhammer on somebody with the Axe, it hits everybody that the Stormhammer travels through with an auto attack.
Arrow coming in, Eu-VODs avoids it. It goes into the Darkseer. They've got the snowball going on Jamesy. Grims is one shot from dead. And with the time walk forward, he'll actually get the kill on the Grims. They'll use the Primal Roar out onto the Faceless Void. He already time walked. He's got it up in a second. The Chronosphere as well as the Vacuum comes in. They're doing a lot of damage, but they don't have the sustain to stay alive here. Jamesy in trouble. Eu-VODs, he'll end up going down. Van falls. And it's a 3-for-1 that they lose the Faceless Void.
Yeah.
Very close
They
on the
need to
edge.
shard. They need to dust shard Snowball quicker there, because like the only way the Mirana gets out there is if she TPs at that point. Because she didn't have any other leap charges left. I mean, they probably didn't click her, so you can understand why they were a little bit slow with that. But and Skem just walks past the courier. I actually don't know if he saw that. Yeah, I think it's hidden in the trees. I mean, this Sven's so farmed. Like, look at the net worth chart in comparison. Like, the Mirana's supposed to be the counterpart, right? But the Sven just farms so quickly. And with this early Ancient stack that he got from his team, like, stacking it for him before, like, he just pulls so far in front. And he never really looks back after that. Alright, that's a nice steal.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Decent. Warcry giving you the bonus speed %. God. Warcry, Surge, Sanjin Yasha. Like, it's disgusting.
Radiant's top tower.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Has this become the big bad broken build?
Tower has fallen.
I don't think it's good every game. Like, the hero-wise and item build-wise necessarily, because sometimes you really need, like, a BKB and stuff. He has a level 20 talent as well. He actually didn't take the Stormhammer. That's interesting.
Skem finds a bat. Snowball coming through. God Strength pop. One more shot. Down goes the Mirana. Skem gets credit for that one. We'll finish off this Ancient. Doesn't have the next new stack, but over in the jungle, they got the Telekinesis onto the Faceless Void. Eu-VODs with the Primal Roar. He doesn't have Chronosphere for 30 seconds. If he can get out of this in Time Walk, he'd be okay, but he doesn't. So now tag teams use good vacuum into the wall. That hit 3 heroes. They've gotten themselves a swap. Grim's trying to get away, as well as Jamesy throwing in a wave of terror, but they lose Van, and they're going to lose more. Tusk in a little bit of trouble. Play hard trying to run a couple of shots till he ends up dying, and Grims maybe gets it with that one more, but just a little bit short. Jamesy dies. Grims goes down. 4 heroes gone on the side of Cignal, and all they lose is the Faceless Void. Again, double kill for Wanuel, and an 11,000 net worth lead for Neon Esports.
Yeah, I'm surprised they killed the Void, to be honest. I feel like he had a really small window there to get Time Walk off as well, but unfortunately, he didn't come through. Because this status resistance from the Halberd's really helping him, and it kept him alive a lot longer than it should have.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But unfortunately, if their Mirana's dead, especially... Like, if they kill the Void there, right, but their Mirana was still alive, then maybe they have the damage to kill, but unfortunately, this Sven's just so big. Like,
Radiant's middle tower is
They struggle still.
Roche up in 18. I'm still, questioning what this draft was from Cignal. Definitely seems a little bit all over the place. Nobody building drums. If you're trying to deathball like that, like you said, you need drums. I think it's one of those items that you can't afford to skip. Manuel throws the dust, but eats the arrow, ends up dead. Chronosphere comes in. That's going to land onto two of these heroes. Van as well as Eris are outside of it. Grim's onto the side, but he's not doing anything. They look for the kill onto a bat, but they've got themselves the war cry. And Godstring fused by Sven. Great shards. Clumsy Net locks up Jamesy. Wall right down on top of them. They'll call GG. They've lost themselves 3. And game 1 is going the way of Neon Esports.
Here comes the Sven Bugatti. Just the extra kill at the end. It's the mental play, ready for game 2. Just got to make sure you inflict every single small amount of mental damage that you can.